Hello, and welcome to another edition of In Session with Thomas and Tara Suber. Join us each week as we discuss topics concerning our faith, our family, and our community. And now, Thomas and Tara are in session.
It's finally Friday. Am I the only one that's excited that it's Friday? And it's kind of twofold for me. I can't tell you the second reason why I'm happy that it's Friday. But I am happy that it's Friday.
Because it is reason why?
I can't reveal that now. We'll reveal it maybe next week or so. In time we will reveal. I can't tell people now.
Happy Friday, y'all. It's good to be here with you guys. Thank you for joining us again. You guys are so faithful and you encourage us so much. We really do appreciate you. We appreciate you coming on and listening every Friday at 6 o'clock. And we enjoy doing this. I enjoy this time with you, babe.
We do. And Tara, just to add to what you just said, we both have been getting a lot of feedback from people far and near.
Yes.
Everybody's just enjoying what it is that we're doing, and we enjoy doing it. Just like Tara said, we're just gonna keep this ball rolling.
That's right, we are. Holiday season is out there.
Yes.
I'm excited. It's just something about the holidays that get me going. I mean, I'm like this usually year round, but it's just something a little extra, like a little seasoning.
You are like this year round?
Yeah. I think so. In my mind, in my world, I'm like this year. I mean, I'm always thoughtful of others. I'm always considerate of others, and there's certain things that I do, off the grid for people that just brings me joy, just to do it. And this time of year, I just like putting a little seasoning salt. We put seasoned salt and pepper on everything. So it's like just throwing a little salt on it, a little seasoning on it, and cayenne,
little Old Bay.
I just kind of beef it up a little bit, and with us being in that mood of giving and of this atmosphere creates during this time of year, we want you to be mindful of your surroundings. Be careful while you're out there, dropping them dollars in certain stores, because
Yes.
I was saying we were talking earlier about how we go out there with good intentions. There's always that other person on the other side with not so good intentions, and they watch you, and they're opportunists, and they take advantage of you. So be careful while you're out there, and just be mindful of your surroundings.
Yes, that is so true. Sisters, you know what you need to do with your purse, and your money, your wallet, your credit cards. Brothers, you know what you need to do as well. And this is so true because everybody ain't thinking the same thing.
Nobody ain't thinking the same thing. And, when I was talking earlier about myself, and you said, do you really do this? I do, y'all. I do. Some people, you see me in different capacities because I work in several different capacities. And, some people, when you see me, I'm kind of stern and I'm kind of, pretty straightforward, and it's business as usual. And then there's other people that see me and it's like, hey, it's my girl, Tara. But I always wonder, because you see with social media being the way it is, and people always doing things big and giving and I'm doing this, and come join me as I do that. Or look at me, this is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you really would still be doing those things if the cameras weren't on you, or would you say if the optics?
The optics.
Are you just doing it for the optics, or are you doing it?
I learned that word from Olivia Pope.
Yeah.
I ain't know nothing about that till Scandal. Let me stop. I ain't learned nothing about optics till Scandal. Oh, that's what optics is? Oh, okay.
You knew about optics.
I mean, I knew what the
way
word
she used
meant.
The words.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to do this for the optics.
For the optics.
Don't worry about it. I'll get it, baby.
She had to do it for the optics. But that lights, camera, action. And you know what popped in my mind just that quick. And I'm trying not to take it there, and I'm trying not to be like super deep or spiritual or nothing like that. But the thing that popped in my head was the story that Jesus told about the two people that was in the temple giving. There was one guy that had a lot of money, but he was very boastful with what he was doing. But there was a lady that all she had was, I think, like 2 pence or something like that the scripture interprets. And he asked a question. I'm paraphrasing. He asked a question. which gift or which offering do you think the Father would be more pleased with? That person that's being boastful and what they have and just kind of giving it with the proud look in their chest out, or that one that's giving what they have from their heart, and not for any vainglory, not for no form of fashion, but just giving. And I'm sorry, Tara, that just popped in my head. That could have been a horrible analogy, but
No, it
that
wasn't.
just
It was very good.
that just popped. That just
Very,
really
very
that
good.
really popped in my head. And the question that you stated earlier is, I mean, is so valid. It's like, why are you doing what you're doing?
Maybe that's the question we ought to ask. Why are you doing what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are your intentions? Are they intended so that man can give you glory and say, "Oh man, look at Thomas and Tara. They out there, they doing it, man. Yeah, man, y'all getting it done. I'm from Charleston. That's how we
Ooh,
talk.
Tara, you had to bring it in right there.
Y'all getting it done. Y'all know how
I'm
we
gonna leave
talk.
that alone.
Y'all know how we talk. But
Oh, I'm gonna leave it alone.
or are you doing it just are your intentions driven by, what is pleasing to God? We have to be careful of our intentions, and sometimes we have to reevaluate what they really are when you're doing things. I know I do it all the time. I think about, if no one ever heard my voice, if no one ever sees me, maybe you should do the same thing. Take an inventory of the things that you do to give back to humanity,
Mm-hmm.
um, not just in your home or in your neighborhood, but even abroad. Make a list of those things that you do off camera, off the grid, off Facebook, off Instagram, off Twitter. Those things that the light is not shined on. Make a list. And how many of those things would you still be doing if you weren't getting the recognition from people? And if just you were looking to God for your reward as opposed to people boosting your ego?
Wow. And you said something a second ago about humanity,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what it's really all about. That's what it's really all about. Just going that extra mile, just taking that 5 minutes to do something that will put a smile on somebody's face that you
Mm-hmm.
don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Spending, I've met I met a young lady one time before that lives in Orangeburg. Sometimes when she's going to get breakfast, what she does when she goes to the drive-through, she pays for whoever is behind her. She don't even
Awesome.
know
They call it
what
paying
they.
it forward.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, I mean, what does it cost to be nice? What does it cost, babe?
Not much.
Nothing. It costs
Not
nothing to
much.
be nice.
It really doesn't. I can't tell you how many times that I've been somewhere, or even working in ministry, where um, someone's walked up to me and just put a card in my hand,
Oh yeah,
and I kind of give them this look like they was like, "Just be blessed," you
right,
know.
right,
No crowd standing up and giving them an ovation, like, "Oh, look what you did! Look what she did for her! Look what." Nothing. I've gotten clothes. I've gotten food.
mm-hmm.
Nothing. Not that I put myself out there as being needy, but that person was just in a position to bless me,
Right,
and I was. Thank you, Jesus. I received. I received,
yes,
and in the beginning, I kind of hesitated. Like, I mean, what am I doing? Am I showing them? Do I look needy? Like I need.
was it a pride thing why you was a little
I
hesitant?
don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why I was hesitant.
Okay,
And then I thought about, this is what changed me. It's like, Tara, you do this all the time.
mm-hmm.
It's not because I have so much. It's because I felt led. Something inside me just said, do it. And I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't cost me anything to do it. And I felt like, okay, I can't do that to this person. If they may be feeling that same thing, and I'm, just blocking what they want to do for me. If they want to
Right,
be generous, they want to be nice. So I began to say thank you, and God bless you. Just kind of, it just humble. It's a humbling feeling.
it
It
is.
feels good.
It really is, and it does feel good. It's the law of reciprocity, and I hope I'm saying it
You
right.
did.
It's uh, sowing and reaping. As you give, is going to be given back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, and it's cool that we're talking about this because it's so vast and it can go so many ways.
Mhm.
We're going to just keep it right there. But when you talk about reaping and sowing and giving, it's to the point. A lot. I remember years ago we used to think, or a lot of scriptures that pertain to giving and doing this and doing that. We thought it was just for the people in the church, just for the saints.
Mhm.
But that's just not so.
Nah,
Give
man.
and it shall be given back to you. It didn't say what it is that was going to be given. If you're a giver, whatever you sow, it's going to come back. You're going to reap it. And so just like I said earlier, it doesn't cost anything just to take that extra 5-10 minutes to take that time and just do something nice for someone, do just something nice for humanity. But just to bring these things back into what Tara had asked earlier, and we want you to take a second and we want you to think about it, those that's listening. When was the last time? When was the last time that you did something and you didn't even look for nothing in return? You didn't look for nothing in return. It wasn't in front of, just like you said, the lights, the cameras, the action. Social media has a way of even making you look like you're doing something or being something. And I'm not going to say that you're really not, because some people would get a little offended if we said
But
that.
they'll be all right.
But it's hey,
It's
this
true.
is
It's
this is
true.
what
It's
such
real
and
talk.
such did, or this is what I did. No, but if that wasn't there, would you still do it? Would you still do it?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
There's some things that and because I'm not gonna put it out there. There are little things that we kind of miss, and due to social media and due to the power of social media, we kind of miss out on the everyday interaction.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter taught me a very valuable lesson. She was doing something, my baby girl. She was doing something, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I took a picture of it, and she says, "Mom, can we just enjoy the moment?"
Oh wow.
And I thought, "Oh my goodness." I said, "Well, yeah." And I deleted the picture because I
Mm-hmm.
thought, what was I going to do with that picture?
Right.
Probably post it
Mm-hmm.
and share it. She's like, we got to, can't we just enjoy the moment?
The moment,
Because of,
just the moment.
just the moment, not put your phones down. Let's just talk old school. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
share old school. Let's just show compassion old school. Let's just show concern old school
Mm-hmm.
without the lights, without the
The
cameras.
cameras.
I was like, baby girl,
Mm-hmm.
you talking. And it just really, in that moment, it brought a whole lot of things into perspective for me.
And a child shall lead
And a
them.
child shall lead
And a child shall lead them. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? And this particular episode of In Session with Thomas and Tara, we hope that we're number one, stirring up your pure mind, and that we hope that we're actually getting you to think about this time of year, this season, just like Tara stated earlier. And for those of you that uh, do things and that have already been a blessing to someone, okay, continue to do so. But I believe that there's a group of people that was like, you know what, you're right. I'm gonna get on the good foot, and I'm gonna just go ahead and do something different.
them. Yeah,
I'm
just
just gonna do it.
it won't cost you anything. This this time of year, there are so many people. It's kind of twofold. It's
Mm-hmm.
twofold. There's a group of people that get excited because the holiday season just stirs up a bunch of good feelings.
Yes.
It stirs up, um, family,
Yes.
friends, faith.
Yes.
It stirs up a whole community.
Mm-hmm.
The feelings are just, on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a other group, because of all the hype, all the, marketing, in the way the world puts it out there, because of all the hype, they're not as fortunate.
Right.
So it's kind of a Debbie Downer to them. Oh, radio stations can't wait till the day after Halloween. It seems like now, and they playing Christmas music.
What?
Boom!
I got my radio set on the Christmas music right
I know, I
now.
love it. But then that reaction that you get
Uh huh.
on the other side of town, there's someone that's having a totally opposite reaction
You're so right.
for so many reasons. Because, and Thomas, we can be very transparent if you don't mind me saying it. There was a time for us that this time of year was a real struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And because we were so used to having, because we were so used to giving our children and just spreading the cheer, it was tough to not be able to do that.
Right.
And I don't know if it was worse for me or them. It just felt bad. And that began for me, for us to begin to look at this time of year with another perspective.
Right.
What is it really about? We had to reevaluate because we've always been on the side of fortunate
Oh yeah.
and more than fortunate enough to give, and not just to ours, but to others.
Right.
But when
Mhm.
you're on the other side of the spectrum, you have to reevaluate something. It's a humbling place to be. It really is. And so, with that being said, I began to incorporate some ways of giving in my life that didn't cost me anything. Something as simple as putting, getting blank cards and putting a pen to paper and writing a note and putting it in the mail just to say I'm thinking about you.
That's old school.
That's old school.
That's
I
old
mean,
school.
but I enjoy it.
Hmm.
It just brings me it connects me with that person, whether you're in another state or another town. You can live across the bridge from me, but if you're in my mind, I want you to know I'm being mindful of you,
Right.
not just for lights, not just for people to see, but that's just between you and I. Hey, I've been thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. Praying for you. You know what happened to those forms of? That's a way of giving back.
It is.
And like I
It
say, that
is.
time when we were going through, it really, I really had to sit back and reevaluate myself
Hmm.
and what am I really doing it for?
Right.
To see
Right.
the kids light up, or I mean, I don't know. I really had to reevaluate some things. I really did.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know the one thing and just like Tara mentioned, being transparent, the one thing that we never lost was our joy. We never lost
Never
our
did.
joy. Never lost
Never
our joy.
did. There were some
And
sad times.
yeah, but we never lost our joy. We kept things moving. We kept serving, kept giving, and it was an eye opener for. And I don't want to go too much into this because we still want to stay where we at. But for some of us, I think sometimes during this time of year, and some of you, you're going to understand what I'm saying. Sometimes I think we go too much above and beyond as far as our children is concerned. As far as the things that they want, the gifts, the toys, the this, the that, and it's like, okay, oh, everything is good when they have everything they want, the gifts, the toys, and everything. But then when the reality hits and you don't get everything you feel as though you shouldn't have got, and it's like
You should have
you should have got. And then when reality hits, it kind of drop kicks you in the chest, even for a child. And because for a lot of us, what we do is we spoil these kids, and then when these kids get grown and then get on their own, they kind of don't, they kind of don't know what it is, that what matters versus what doesn't really matter. And when that happens, it's like you have that child, that's now an adult, but as a child, they got everything they wanted this time of year, so they just think in their mind that they're always supposed to have everything that they want, and it doesn't teach them that sense of sharing, that sense of caring, that sense of knowing, really not just who you are, but knowing, what really matters. Let me just put it that way. And like I said, I don't want to take that show way off into that, but Tara, I think you understand.
Just keep talking. You're flowing with it. I like it. You
Well,
don't have
cool.
to put
But
brakes on yourself.
well, I'm not one of those that like to, just talk about anything and everything, and then just take the segment like way to the left or
You
way to the
sure?
right. I'm sure,
You
Tara.
sure?
I'm sure.
He got quiet, y'all.
I'm
Y'all
sure.
should see him turn into the wall. He in timeout.
I'm sure.
Oh. I was just stupid. He looked like one of them little kids that know you did something wrong.
I'm sure.
No, but that was good. That was good because we have to teach our children what really is important.
Right.
And things, they're really not.
They're not important. Exactly.
Because when the things are gone, what do you have? What is the substance that you're left with?
Right.
Things are not important. Things. Some things we can't live without. We need food.
Yes.
We need shelter.
And you know what? It wasn't.
Each other.
It wasn't too long after that, and we can segue this into to close
What
my
is
show.
all these
But
segues? And
right after that time period, that's when we started introducing the children to volunteering
That's
because we
right.
started doing a lot of volunteering
That's right.
at
Because
different
we
entities and
woke
stuff
up.
like that. It was like, whoa, and then the kids begin to see what really matters.
What really matters. Um, in our church, and I'm sure you guys all over you do different things in your churches. We have a food pantry. We do different things, and I have made it a goal of mine to make the children. I used to just go myself,
Mm-hmm.
and why am I leaving my children at home in bed?
Right.
Get up. It's one Saturday a month. Give back. And watching them work now with the food pantry and watching them see, man, these people are not just coming because we want to get something. Well, no, some of them, but really, they really get to see what needing looks like.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's really a humbling experience for them because it's a reality check. You can't. Everybody is not as fortunate as you are.
Right.
And you
Right.
have to show them that side of the world because if we keep them sheltered, they're going to become social media givers.
Right. There
They're
you go.
they're going to become, oh, how many people going to like my comment because I'm going to be doing something. They're going to become that person.
Right.
And we don't want our children to become that person. Our children become who we are.
That's true.
What they see is what they mimic. What they see is what they learn, and what they see is what they project. So we have to bring it in.
Yes. We do have to bring it in, and wow, this is really something. I got to slow myself down because once we start going, it's just my mind is just so vast. It's so many things. It really
Charles,
is.
I don't think you're thinking nothing right now. You trying
Yes,
to
I
segue
am.
into no thoughts?
No, no.
That's funny.
Now you done made me mad.
I didn't mean to make you mad.
You really made me mad now. That's okay.
It's all right. You
Yeah,
sure?
that's okay. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm sitting here with my arms folded.
Y'all should see if he looked like a little kid. He really is.
I'll
He's
be
shaking his
alright.
leg and he rolling his eyes. But no, we really have to begin to teach our children what the true meaning of giving is, and not just during the holidays, all year round. Let's just do something to make a difference. Like we said in the beginning, when the cameras are not rolling,
Yes.
when you put your phone off and just enjoy the moment.
The moment.
Like my daughter says, just enjoy the moment.
So we encourage you just to take just a little time to do that something special for that special someone, whether it's somebody you know, whether it's somebody you don't know. Just take a little time. Just take a little time out your busy schedule to do that because it's just, as my dad always used to say, it's just nice to be nice.
Take the moment to do something creative, something different
Yeah.
than what you usually do. It's easy to go out and spend money and do something. Try and do something. I wouldn't say do what I do, but just do something. Be creative. Be creative. And you don't have to share everything. Everything is not a shareable moment like it's, on social media. Just do it because it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
Do it because I think about the mothers in the church. There's so many things in my mind. I have just a heart for the mothers of the church. I really do. I look and I see the need and different little things. I just be working in my mind. What can I do? What can I, just to put a smile on their face
Yeah.
because they've been here and they've
Yes,
been
they
doing it
have.
for us for years.
Yes.
Something as simple as slide me a little mint. Not to say I was needing it, but sometimes your mouth get dry.
You crazy.
That's a gesture. Candy cane.
That's crazy.
Y'all, it's been great hanging out with you guys today. But the whole topic of the show today is just do something different. Do something that's not magnified on social media and put out there for likes. Check your intentions behind what you do. Check the intentions behind what you do.
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
And glorify your Father. That's it.
Yeah.
Are your intentions glorifying the Father? Are you doing it for people?
Wow.
I like that, Thomas. Thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure and tune in again next week. We'll have a special guest in the studio on your Black Friday.
And let's not forget to mention this. We said this before we got on the air or before we decided to do the show. For those that know of an entity or whether it's a church or organization or group that's doing some feeding for Thanksgiving,
that's right.
Go ahead, put it on Supersonic.
Put it on Supersonic. Put it on the page. Hit me up. I'll get it in there somehow. So put it out to people all over. If you're up north, down south, out west, if your organization or your community group is doing something on Thanksgiving Day, we want to get it out there to the public and share so we can let them know. Look, we tell them, yeah, look, they're doing something. I'm just playing with y'all, not in that sense, but we want to be able to put the resources out there, so that people can receive these gifts, because there's a lot of people out there that really do need our help. They really are. They need our help.
Yes, they do. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday, because I'm enjoying mine. And the next show, I'll let y'all know why I'm so happy.
All right, thanks, guys. See you next time.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of In Session with Thomas and Tara. Don't forget to log on to our page, Supersonic U, and set it up so that you can receive notifications and be in the know. In the meantime, like and share this video and be a blessing to someone else. We'll see you again next week for In Session with Thomas and Tara.